Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And today I come to you from Clovelly, or Fuji should I say, Fuji headland, and I'm up here on the headland, and let me just show you where I'm standing. And it's an absolute beautiful lookout where you can see across to Fuji. And if I keep on panning around, you can see the Tasman Sea, Pacific Ocean, and all the way around to Clovelly. That's Clovelly there on the other side. And over here is the most beautiful place in the world called Gordon's Bay. So make a point to come down and do the Gordon's Bay walk. But you can actually walk from Fuji Beach all the way up to Bondi. And it's something that I plan to do over the next week or so, now that I'm on leave from work. And just do something new, be adventurous, and try and make the most of every day, and to get as many experiences under our belt now that we can, because there'll be a day where we won't be able to do all these things. So we'll be able to sit back at least and reminisce. Anyway, what I want to do today is I want to take you on another journey. I want to do a book summary of a book that I read the other day, a powerful book, and it's a book on parenting. And what I want to do is I want to do a deep dive on an element of parenting that I took from this book, which I found very interesting and very powerful. And it's a technique that you can use with your children, but you can also use with adults and people that you work with. So I'm talking about the book called Calmer, Easier, Happier Parenting. Calmer, Easier, Happier Parenting, and the author is Noel Janis-Norton. And the book basically is all about parenting, as I suggested, and there are a number of fantastic, awesome parenting hacks that we can all use, even now that I'm beyond parenting. You know, my children have grown up, but I'm a grandparent, so I can use this sort of stuff with my children. But the author raises an important question and point, suggesting that the main job as a parent is to transfer values, skills, habits that are important to our children's growth and development. And that we mustn't rob our children of opportunities to become self-reliant and confident. So I've been through a few of these elements in this book summary, but the one that I want to focus on today is called it's called Don't Say It Twice. The Don't Say It Twice technique. Because as parents, we've learnt over the years that the more times you tell children what to do and what not to do, ends up being a never-ending cycle. So the more you tell them, then the more you need to tell them, because they end up becoming reliant on you telling them how to live their lives and what to do and when to do it. And in many times they just learn to ignore us, learn not to even listen to what we're saying. So the author here talks about a technique where he says that you don't have to tell children what to do, but what you do is you ask them, but you ask them once. So you learn not to repeat yourself, because the more you repeat yourself, as we've alluded to before, the more you repeat yourself, the more you're going to need to repeat yourself. So what the author talks about here is that we need to tell a child, or to ask a child what we want of them to do, and Just looking for my notes here, just bear with me for a second. And we tell them once. We tell them once and we just stop. We just stop because by stopping, by waiting, the author says it's a powerful show of intentionality. It shows that you mean what you say. So you need to tell a child once, you need to ask a child once what you want them to do, but you need to stop and wait so that they pay attention. And once you ask them what to do, then the next step of the technique is you get them to repeat back to you, to articulate back to you as clearly as they can what you ask them to do. And by getting them to stop, pay attention, and articulate back to you and say back to you what you've asked them to do, then the next step is to wait and to offer descriptive praise to get them to do what they've been asked to do. And once they do it, you praise them using descriptive praise, saying, I asked you what to do something, you did it, well done, you gave, and to talk about and to show and to express the added value or the pleasure that came from them doing what they're doing. Because what the author says is that we can be a child's worst enemy by repeating ourselves or becoming overly whinging to them. Because children, you must understand, if you keep on telling kids what to do, if you keep on harassing kids and pushing kids all the time, the author says, and we know it ourselves in our lives, that sooner or later children will resent us and will build up a resistance and become rebellious. So it's important from a very, very young age that you use techniques, proven techniques, to break their cycle, to help them, to help guide them, and to help them grow, develop, and become masters of their own destiny. People who can self-soothe, can identify their own challenges, can then learn and use these techniques on their friends and family. Because first you need to be a follower before you become a leader. And once you've learnt how to live a life which makes you self-reliant, self-sufficient and confident, then you're well on your way to becoming a leader of not only yourself, but to other people. So I think I'll leave it there for now. So that's another wonderful hack, a wonderful parenting hack. Because as parents, we need to show children that we're on their side, we're partners in their development, and we're there to help teach them the important things in life. We're there to impose or to impart on them, to share with them, to partner with them, to learn the key values, the key family values, which are cooperation, confidence, motivation, self-reliance, and consideration. And to let them grow and be independent, autonomous beings, whilst you provide a safety net to ensure that they don't get overly damaged or hurt in the process. You need to help them welcome challenge, welcome pain, welcome suffering in a safe environment, because once they leave the family, once they're outside in the open world, then they're going to be punished and they're going to suffer at the hands of bullies and other people. So it's best that they learn to toughen up in the home environment in order to be able to survive and to thrive outside when they're dealing with other people who are less sensitive or are less caring about their sensitivities. Anyway, let's finish up with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and most importantly, let's learn some of these parenting hacks from this wonderful book entitled Calmer, Easier, Happier Parenting from Noel Janis-Norton. And we'll finish off with a positive affirmation as well. I'm happy, I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable, and I'll repeat it over and over again so it can sink in. And let's make the most of these opportunities and learn how to become not only better parents, but better leaders of ourselves and the people around us. So thank you once again for joining me, and I look forward to joining you again tomorrow from a different location with a different message, a message of empowerment, and hopefully it will be the wind beneath our wings so that we can grow, develop, get through the day, get through the moments, and make the most of each and every opportunity that comes our way. Yasas, Bilakya, and we'll chat again from Jim's 5 a.m. Club, from up here on Fuji Point. Yasas, and bye for now.